Hi folks, Pawsy here, taking a brief moment to talk to you about the newest and final patch for Baldur's Gate 3, and why I'm actually choosing to stick with patch 7 for now. If you already know that you want to prevent your game from auto-updating to patch 8 as well, and just want to jump to the tutorial section of this video, check out the chapter bookmark in the description to skip ahead. But first, here's why I'm doing this, and why I think avoiding patch 8 might be a good idea for you too.
It's been known to happen.
So for us PC gamers, sorry this video doesn't pertain to you console folks who got it early, patch 8 was officially announced to drop on April 15th, which is just a couple days from when I sat down to make this video, and while I think it's awesome that Larian is still giving us these new features and fixes over a year and a half after release, and while I am especially intrigued about those new subclasses, what I'm not excited about is the chance that this patch will cause an issue with the mods I'm using in my 3 current concurrent playthroughs of the game. Using mods with the new patch always comes with its own set of risks, namely causing a conflict with your saves. So if you're in the middle of 1 or more playthroughs like me, all of my tabs are about to enter Act 2, then it may not be worth the possibility of having to backtrack through 20 plus hours of gameplay times 3 just to get this new content. For example, one mod that I can't say for certain, but I believe is most likely not going to get along with the new patch is Improved User Interface, which is a pretty essential mod for me and a lot of other modders because it is a requirement for all these other mods. And according to its creator, Improved UI will not be getting any further updates beyond patch 7 as they've stepped away from modding. So this is just one pretty big example of a foreseen problem that modders might encounter, which is why I've decided to just play it safe and stick with my current game version for now. And I can always patch over and check out those subclasses when I'm done with these runs. No bones about it. Okay, that was a bad transition. Moving on. So if you decided that you want to avoid patch 8 for the time being along with me, there are a couple different steps you can take to make sure that your game doesn't auto-update. I'll quickly run through how to do this on my setup using Steam and the Baldur's Gate 3 mod manager, but if you would also like written directions or want to know how to do this process for a different distribution platform or mod manager, just check out the description below for the link to the written auto-patch prevention guide from the community wiki. It mentions patch 7, not patch 8, but the process is the same, and it actually is universal, so you can use it to stop other games from updating as well. So step 1, I'm going to turn off auto updates in Steam by opening it up, going to my library. Don't judge my games here. Right-clicking Baldur's Gate 3 and going to Properties, and then under Updates, making sure that I've changed automatic updates to wait until I launch the game. That way we are actually in control of when the game will update. I'll also add that when closing out of Steam, I prefer to go up here from the main menu on the left and hit Exit, because if you just X out on the right, like you would typically close out of a program, Steam doesn't actually close. It still runs in the background. So doing the hard exit is the safer bet. Oh, a little cameo from Inquisition here on my desktop. Moving on, the second prevention measure you can take is to make sure that Steam doesn't automatically boot up when you boot up your PC. To do that, go to your task manager by hitting Control-Shift-Escape. Then over here under Startup Apps, make sure that Steam is disabled just by right-clicking and making sure it says disabled. After that, the final step is to make sure that the BG3 mod manager has some certain settings activated and deactivated. So coming into our mod manager, going to settings and then preferences, we'll make sure that skip launcher is checked and launch through Steam is unchecked. Then we'll just hit our save icon and we can launch the game from the Baldur's Gate 3 icon here at the top, which is how I tell you how to do it in my old how to mod Baldur's Gate 3 tutorial, link in description if you want to know. But to be extra sure, a failsafe you can do is not even launch through the mod manager and instead launch through your bin folder. So that is under program files, Steam, Steam apps, common, Baldur's Gate 3, and then bin. And we have 2 versions, Vulkan and then DirectX 11. I use DirectX 11. So launching through the bin is just one surefire way that you're making sure your game is not communicating with Steam. And you can also pin that bin folder to make it really easy to access and launch your game from there whenever you want. So once all that is done, your game should be really well protected from auto-updating to patch 8. Plus, when or if we do want to update our game, we can always just reverse these steps. But for now, we can finish our current playthroughs without worrying about our saves breaking in 2 days. And hey, if you want to watch any of my voiced character episodes of Baldur's Gate 3, check out my channel or the links in the description. And please subscribe if you thought this was helpful in some small way. Thanks for watching.